Hello folks, welcome to this behind the scenes bonus process video. This is kind of a chord explorations and also solo guitar arranging process video. We've got Polkadots and Moonbeams, beautiful jazz ballad here. I was first introduced to this tune via Wes Montgomery's recording from the incredible jazz guitar, as I mentioned in the post. That album, I remember listening to it in my music school days. Kind of really just as I was getting into Wes Montgomery, and that really moved me, that record. It's really great from start to finish. I really do recommend checking it out. I believe it's on, I want to say Riverside, the incredible jazz guitar of Wes Montgomery. Pretty much everything Wes did was amazing. So, but I'm going to look at it right now with you with fresh eyes. I don't have a solo guitar arrangement, so I thought it'd be nice to kind of document my process here. And I realized that this lead sheet is an octave lower. I think that's where Wes plays a melody down here. Actually, he does it in octaves. He's playing the A section. Beautiful melody. The B section is very beautiful too. It's such a pretty song. Such a beautiful song. So again, I'm just documenting my process here with you. We've got an A section and a B section. It's AABA song form. This has the lyrics on here so you can repeat it. And what I would recommend is learning the melody, separately, like I just demonstrated. Learning the chords, 1, 6, 2, 5. We're in the key of F. 3, 6, 2, 5 of the 6, 6. Walk down. It's important, 3 to the flat 3 and then to the 2. Ba, ba, da, dee, da, da. And that's your A section. The B section modulates to the key of A major, which is a major third away from F. We're in the key of F again. And it kind of pretty much just stays in there. Sometimes a cool modulation scheme is to go to the A major and then end on C major, and then go back to the key of the original key of F, if that's often the case for some songs. Not in this song. It just goes to A major, and then it kind of does a 3. Let's see what it does here. 1 6 2 5 3 6 2 5 1 6 2 5. Can't go wrong with 1 6 2 5. Remember, 3 is just a sub for 1. So on the chart, some charts you might just see it say 1 6 2 5. Then the 3, a little dominant cycle here. It could just go A7, D7, G7, C7, but this is minor here, so it's 2 5, and then back. So it's 3 6 2 5 essentially. Modulation scheme. So let's take a look at it with chords. Again, you learn the melody separately, learn the chords separately. Like I said, it's not too hard with chords. The fun part, to me, I think I call this often chord exploring, besides just goofing around with chord shapes, but is to come up with an arrangement. So check this out here. Let's take a look at the melody here. It's written low. I'll demonstrate it low as written, then I'll try to demonstrate it high too. You don't have much room to begin with when it's so low, when it's down here, 1. But yet, I still think it's a great study. So you have F down here, if you want to hit the root, which I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then we got the D. I'm playing it as open instead of as written here on the tabs here, just open D, E. And then on this F note here, we have a D minor 7. So I'm just going to harmonize it like that. So you have the 1 6 2 5, or 1 6 at least, 1. Of course, there's some execution that needs to happen to really make it sound clean and pretty. And I'm playing it straight. I'm going straight 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That D minor? It's just a dyad, just 2 notes, right? But then you have the G open, and then the A open. Or sorry, the A fretted on the 3rd string, on the G string, that's what I meant to say. And then the C, I'm just gonna play here, as written on the lead sheet here. So again, this is just a sample what I'm thinking here for now. Just a quick chord melody in the lower register of the instrument. 1. Let's see. 3, 4, 1. Let's see. 1. Let's see, I've never done this song before. Ooh, that's the 9, the A and the G. By the way, this is a great exercise. Play the bass note and play the melody. That's essentially what I'm doing. I'm hitting the bass on the F, then I hit the C, D, open, E, and then D and F, G open, C, A, and then the C I'm going to fret, and then the G in the bass with the A in the melody. That's why I said that's the 9th degree. There's no third here. We put the third here. That's pretty dark. Put the B flat here. Ooh, I like that. It's pretty dark, a little bit muddy, but you know, I'm trying to think of what else we could do. Maybe just put the F here. Omit the third. That's nice. You get it because you get the double stop. You can almost do thirds. Actually, I like that. I might try that. Then maybe, oops. And I ended on the C and E. See, that's the melody. Garden, garden. And I put a B flat there. And then A. There we go. Or A separately. And then C. A, C, D, E. Same thing. Except, again, instead of putting F in the bass, we substituted A in the bass, the 3. And that gave us a third. It's kind of dark and low and muddy. It sounds great for solo guitar, but it might get lost within a band. It might sound too low. I'm going to do thirds. That was, we get it here. And now C and E. There's no B flat in there to make it dominant, but that's okay. It's just a very simple arrangement. And then we have B flat and D, so that kind of implies the key center and the dominant. And then the A, we could do A open, but then we lose our C note here. That means we'd have to do C here. That'd be cool. Let's see, A. And then skip the A string. That's kind of creative. If you want a ringy sound, almost harp-like, that sound really cool on like a Telecaster especially. And then notice this time the G, instead of the A in the melody, the 9, we're on the 5th degree. So now I could fill out the voicing a little bit. Maybe even do a G minor. Yeah. Kind of thinking a little cliche there actually. Let's see. That almost works really pretty. Ooh, that's nice. I put a 2-5 here. Put an E minor 7 flat 5 to A7 into the D minor. You can always throw it. And that kind of E minor 7 flat 5 is also G minor 6. So that kind of allowed me to do this cliche. Ooh, I like that. I'll have to write that down later. And put the bass there. That's D minor / C sharp, D minor major 7. That's F6, kind of was implying D minor. There's no D, but it's just an F triad. I guess here I'm going to do this. Triads. Get the B flat. I'm just reading this, by the way. This is not written out, but I like it. That's A minor 9, or maybe A minor 7 here. We need the C in the melody. D7, but I'm tritone subbing D7 with A flat 7. Why? To create a chromatic bass line. G minor 11 to keep the C note in the melody, and then tritone sub it again. This is very, very common, is to do this tritone sub this back to the 1. So instead of A minor D7, G minor 7, C7, you can go A minor 7, A flat 7. Again, that's creating a chromatic bass line movement. G minor 7, G flat 7 instead of C7. So again, instead of this, which is nice, you get this. And then we're back to the top. Let's try that. Let me see if I want to talk about anything that I was trying out there. That I was trying to be creative with the open A string, and then I played C over here. I mean, we're lucky we can have that open A string. If you're in a different key, that would not work. So you have to choose. I like this. That was a G minor, just a triad. And then I did a G minor sharp 5, little voice leading, and then so you hear this da da da, and then A7 do do, or put the C sharp do do, little leading tone like a C sharp dim 7. That'd be right here. So again, I was kind of doing, and I can write this all out too. If maybe I will. Maybe I'll write this all out in a low version. I actually kind of have this all prepped up here, ready. So maybe I'll try this right now. Let's do it together. Let's do it. This is a let's see. So this note here, I'm going to replace it here, open, just to show you the process. I'm going to harmonize this here. That was all. I think I used an open G string here. I'm using some open strings when they're available. On this G minor 7, this is the special one here, where I put. Well, actually, I put an F here. On the this is a G minor 9, but there's no third. If you wanted a third, you'd have to do this. But as you can probably tell, it's kind of muddy, so I'm going to omit the third. And then open G. But that's where I chose to do some thirds, harmonized thirds. This. So let's see if we can execute that. That's pretty. Let's do that. Let's write that in. It's doable. I always say this, you know, you want it to make sure that you can actually play it in time on a gig. If it's nice on paper, that's cool and all, but if it takes too much work to work up and make it sound good, then I'm just going to simplify it a little bit, because I don't have the time. I'm not a classical guitar player to work up these arrangements. I want to be able to do it on the fly. And notice I just straightened the rhythm out there. And then do we want to do this open A? This is kind of creative. Let's see. That's pretty creative. Maybe too creative? But it was doable for sure. This. I'm just mapping this sound. That, and once you get that, that's E half dim to the A7. I just put C sharp dim. But this also helps me for improvisation for chords later, because we can do something. Especially when we're up an octave. Then tritone. Again, that's the next step. This is my cat Daisy. That's the next step, is to play the melody up an octave. But right now I'm just exploring it with you down an octave. I kind of like that open A. Let's do that. Let's be creative today. And then I put the C here. Crazy. And then I put the D here open. This would sound really cool with an ambient electric guitar, especially a Telecaster. You want to, I would put let ring, so you know to let everything ring. There's that same thing we did before. It's not too hard, it's just dyads. When you're this low on the guitar, you don't have much room, you know, to harmonize it below. You could put some notes above, but I'm keeping it pretty pure to just the melody and the bass note. I like that concept quite a bit. Keeps things simple. And then I'm using some open ringy strings when possible. Very kind of harp-like too. And then this, can add the 9. Oh, see, but that, we can do that. We have 3 times. See, these are A to A, B, A. So this A section here, we can change it up later. That was G minor, add 9. Then maybe this. We can ad-lib it a little bit, but I do like this descending bass line to add some counterpoint. Okay, so that's important. This looks a little complex here, but it's not too bad when you work it out. I know it looks simple too. It's just a melody with the bass line. Got some harmonized thirds here, but it sounds pretty sweet. And then here, let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, get that. Yeah. And put the bass here. So that was this. Oh, actually, no, we need the B flat here. That's what makes it minor. We don't want to double it. Like this. And then, let's get the sixes here, put the C here, and then the E flat here to get that. That's what I did here, like this. Then this. And this. See that this cliche? And then here, put the C sharp here with that. And they wrote it as D flat. Let's fix that. That's a C sharp dim implied. We can put the A. So let's check it out with the A too. Then, and I'm just putting everything as quarter notes. Maybe I should change that. Get rid of those dots here. Again, I'm showing you on Sound Slice because this is a great way to practice and to arrange. I love it actually, and I use it quite a bit for practicing myself and demonstrating for my private lessons and group classes, and right now as a bonus video here. So we have this, then maybe this, okay, and the D. You know, you can ad lib or hammer. I'm talking about articulations, but I'm just going to keep it pretty straight here. And yeah, you can see that descending bass line here. So I'm just going to do it like this. And then, ooh, this. Ooh, if we want to keep the rhythm. Moonbeams. G minor. That's pretty dark here. Let's do that. Kind of like the darker flavors. Generally, I would consider it to be kind of muddy, but see the ringing quality? I would say let ring. We'll give this a try here in a second. And notice again, I'm just straightening out the rhythms a little bit, keeping it a little bit more less syncopated. That's all. And here, let's go and put a triad here so that it's an A minor. Yeah. To the G minor. And we'll use a D open, which is now you're on the 5th degree. Oops. There we go, G minor triad. So that was this. Oh, sorry. Right here. Let's see there. Maybe do thirds here, that's pretty. So, like a harmony. And then that was nice. I did do the A minor here. Let's go ahead and just strike each note separately, so it's a chord. Let's take out the tie here. So, so let's actually remove. Let's keep this quarter note. Again, we can do whatever we want. It's our arrangement. That's how I usually feel. Now put the word dream here. The goal is to do this on the fly, right? So check out what we're going to do here. 3-6-2-5 with that little tritone sub I just talked about here. Let's add some rhythms. So we have this. I'm just gonna do the A flat 7 here. We'll keep it just quarter notes. You can arpeggiate. You can do triplets. I'll show you what I mean. Instead of just going like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. You could go, fill in the space if you want to. And then I went to G minor 11. That keeps the C. The C is a constant pedal tone. And then G flat 7 here. Kind of like, you probably know that from The Girl from Ipanema. So that was A minor 7. A flat 7. Now I'm actually drawing in the chord grids here. This will be a complete arrangement, available, of course, on Patreon. You're probably watching this on Patreon. I might put a preview video on YouTube, G flat 7, flat 5 for those who are not Patreon members. I highly recommend joining my Patreon online music community where I share all of my arrangements, bonus video lessons, etudes, everything. Everything that I know and have learned. That's the A section. Polkadots and Moonbeams, just like that, pretty quick. In the lower range, we would want to do this up an octave, and maybe I would do that for the last A section, but I think I'll just write out a whole separate arrangement so that you can practice it. So we have something maybe like this. Oh, I messed it up. Darn it. Let's put that open G here. So it's like this. Oops. There, I did 8 notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and instead of triplet, 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 and then back to the top. Let it ring. Let's see if I can get it this time. Right here. Anyways, we could keep looping that, have so much fun. Or you might go. Have fun with that turnaround, that 3, 6, 2, 5. Later you do it here. As a matter of fact, let's just give a little preview of doing the melody up higher. So it would start here, 1. This is a little bit more straightforward, but I would start maybe with an F here. D minor 7. Very easy. When the melody's on the top 3 strings, it makes everything really, chord melody super easy. You do F like this, you do F like this. I did it like this. I still wanted that ringy sound. Maybe D minor 7 here. If you want more chords, sounds like Johnny Smith almost. Oh, I think Johnny Smith did record this actually. Maybe thirds. Still do stuff like that to be creative, like we were before. But let's try it out like this. D minor 7. Just grab the shape. G minor 9. Maybe thirds. C 7 like this. And then maybe A minor is here. A7. This is pretty straightforward. Cliche. Put it in the middle voice. Could do thirds or sixes, and then maybe this, or this. Again, that was 3, 6, 2, 5. You should, at this point, probably just have this stuff mapped out so that it's pretty easy for you. And if you don't already, please definitely check out all my chord inversion studies. Again, all available on Patreon here. Then we could go to the B section, but I'm really digging the A section and would just jam out on this for like a whole afternoon. Just explore it, memorize it to where you have it mapped out. Hey, I hope you enjoyed today's process video lesson for Polkadots and Moonbeams. We'll continue it further, and I'll have an arrangement written out for this song. I think I'll go ahead and do both a low arrangement like we started here, and then also the higher one, which is very beautiful. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you all next time. Ciao.